Trigger warning. The following content may discuss sensitive topics such as mental health, abuse, violence. Please proceed with caution and take care of yourself. If you feel uncomfortable, it's okay to step away.
To be a goth. Can you imagine being that child at 6, 7 years old going, I want to be a Disney princess, and this is what it's ended up as? Like, how sad.
What I would love to know is, like,
it's
how?
a cross between Ironside, Shrek, and the Child Catcher all in one.
Jesus
Oh, no,
Christ.
no, that's Elphaba.
But the thing is, it's like there is something about her which nobody knows of, which is fair enough. However, it doesn't excuse her from any of her behaviours at all. But there is just something odd where I'm like, she's never used a real surname ever. As long as she's been on TV.
It's always been
Oh, no, she
Pullen,
did.
or it's been Sully.
She did last night on live. She did.
What surname did she use last night?
Marie Pullen.
That's not her surname.
That's not her surname.
Oh,
That's
is it
her.
not?
That's
No.
a surname of her ex-husband.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
Yeah, because I figured this out because there was somebody called Jason Pullen, and then she said on a video, on a live, sorry, oh, Jason Pullen, oh, that's my ex-husband's cousin. I'm like, hang on, wait a minute.
We were actually talking to Jason Pullen the other day.
And he's had a lot to say as well.
Yeah, so Jason Pullen was actually on our live the other day, and we were talking to him.
I think that's her current legal name, but it's not. This is the thing.
So
it's like
the thing is like
she's never used a real surname,
No.
so there's something.
So her
There.
surname, right? So she's going by Sully now, which is obviously her partner's name now, right? And then before that, it was Pullen, and he's the guy that.
And then she was with somebody called Neville before that, I think.
And he's no longer with us on this earth.
I believe, yeah. No,
Yeah,
that's a different one. That's Tony that died.
Oh yeah,
apparently.
sorry. And then, but Neville is a completely different. I don't know how she does it. To be fair, I mean, look at it.
But I find, I'm not saying that the men are the victims in this case, because they've got just as much as a problem as her. But however, like, I used to think like the current guy she's with now, is he financially abusing her? But then I got actually corrected by a lot of people saying no, she wears the trousers every time. And some
Been
of
in the
people
same pajamas for like 5 days now.
Oh god.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I dread to think what it would be like, especially when it gets warm.
Well, the thing is, I'm not here to kick anyone when they're down. That's not who I am. That's not what I'm about. But it just appears to me that she doesn't seem to be in a rush to change the situation. She's happy. I mean, she was saying the other day that the cigarettes that she has are just ends from other people, or ends that she finds on the ground. You cannot honestly tell me you are happy to live that life.
But it's not. She's not, because the other day, right? We saw her on a live, and he literally was like, "Oh, I'm going out," and he went out, and then you heard the door slam, and then about 10 minutes later he came back, and
he was already
she was just like,
rolling up front.
and she was smoking, and then literally he turned around and said something to her, and she goes, "Right, I'm coming off live now," and then she didn't come back on for 20 odd hours. You know, I guarantee you, I know exactly what they were smoking.
Not
in that
just that,
roller.
people in Brighton, some of them have said like, "Oh, instead of money, we have given her cigarettes." So she gets.
Well, look at that
back
woman
off
we spoke
people.
to the other day. She turned around and said that she gave her she bought her a packet of cigarettes and gave her a tenner. And then, like, you know, now she feels like a complete fool, and she would never. That was out when she was outside Tesco. She literally was like accosting her and basically said, "Look."
Because there was a lot of people that weren't aware that she
went
was on
into Tesco
TikTok.
and she went into Tesco and bought her a packet of cigarettes and gave her £10. And then, like, we were talking to her, and she said, "Look, I feel like a complete fool now. I'm never going to do that again." She was telling me that she was homeless, and that she had nowhere to live and everything, and I believed her. And then I've seen all of this, and it's horrific.
He goes out and changes to. Well, I think when they actually manage to get because they're on the creator fund as well. When they manage to withdraw the money, I've noticed that's when he goes out as well, and she goes off live when he goes out and comes back, and I think that's when they're starting to do their thing for the night, and then she goes out in the day, half off her face.
Oh, and by the way, sorry, we're just going to follow you quickly, sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. Do you mind if I just sort of put a filter on or just go off camera? I just want to grab a drink.
Oh, yeah, sure, no, it's fine, go for it.
Thank you. Okay, I'm still here. I'm just grabbing a drink.
Yeah, no, go for it.
I was actually in the middle of my university assignment, but this is far more
What are you
interesting.
studying, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm doing an honours in professional practice within education.
Oh, nice. So, what, do you want to be a teacher?
Oh, God, no.
Oh, just,
They're overworked and underpaid. No, I'm a teaching assistant, but I want to be something called an ELSA, which is an emotional literacy support assistant. So I would work in a school or in an educational facility, but I would be focusing on child mental health.
Oh, okay. That sounds fulfilling.
But you need,
My
it is,
sister's
but you need it's a 4-year degree, because you do 3 hours a week at uni, and then the rest of the week you work in a school or a placement somewhere. So it's 4 years to get the degree, and I've literally just come to the end of my first year.
Oh, nice. My sister's a secondary school teacher, and she's certainly not overworked and certainly not underpaid. She earns way too much money.
Is she local?
Kind of, yeah, Sussex, yeah. But she earns way too much money, and so does her husband. And they don't seem to do a massive amount.
I can guarantee they do. You just probably don't see it.
No, she doesn't. She just likes to drink gin.
Well,
Oh, damn, where do I sign up?
And make babies.
Oh, no, I'm done with that.
No,
The milking machine has gone. Yeah, I'm done.
No, she seems to just drink a lot of gin and make babies. That seems to be what she does.
I need to just quickly catch up on the comments because I haven't. Oh.
But yeah, no, it's just a weird thing. As I said, we were literally just the whole thing the other day, like last week. We were literally just we're out and about, and we're driving around and we were doing stuff, and then I was just like, something told me to go into town, so I started driving down Queen's Road, and then I saw it. And
You
then,
literally just got thrown out, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" And you were like, "I want to be a silly soldier."
So I just
like,
turned
"Oh."
around and parked up on the edge of the street because I've got because I'm disabled. I have a disabled badge, so I could park up on the edge of the street, and I decided to start doing it.
You see, you're vulnerable.
Well, yeah, I'm disabled. So, but the thing is I don't sit there on TikTok and beg. You know, I go out to work. You know, I earn a living. You know, I've got a mortgage to pay. I've got a child to pay for. I've got a cat to pay for. You know, and everything. And I've got we like to eat a lot of meat, so we eat lots of meat.
In terms of that, I'm going to get some more pulled pork because that was really nice.
And I just felt like I just needed to, expose it because I just didn't think it was right. Because the night before she earned like 70 odd quid on TikTok, and she was earning over like £200 a week just on TikTok. And I was just like, this isn't right. Plus however much I worked out in my little brain that she's probably on about 50 grand a year between, begging on TikTok, begging on the streets, and all the benefits that her and her partner get. They're on about like at least 50 grand a year. And what
Well
do they
done
actually
for
do?
raising awareness. Thank you, Observer.
Well, what do they actually do for that?
Last night she got over 100. It's honestly, we haven't watched some of our lives. I mean, the other day we did for a few minutes. Debbie's budget and journal. To be fair, I think a lot of people have reported it and they've said there's not enough evidence, which I can't understand.
So Larry says that she needs her account banned. Now, she has had several accounts banned, actually, but she always comes back. Now, the thing I've noticed, I don't know if you've noticed as well, but the bigger the creator, or the more problematic the creator, I should say, the more TikTok protects them. I don't know if you've noticed that. So CLA TikTok official, Court Assassin, Evil Queen, Delusive Angie, all like the really big problematic people, Elphaba particularly. It doesn't matter how many times their accounts are banned, or you could just say, like, what I think in one of Elphaba's lives, I'm going to call him Orion because Elphaba's not his name. So in one of Orion's lives, I literally commented something literally so benign. It was literally, I don't like your dress. And that was a fact. I didn't like the dress. So I'm petty. I will call that out. I got my account banned for a week just for saying, I don't like your dress. And I appealed it, and TikTok said I was inciting hatred.
Yeah, we've had a few banana teams on here as
But
well.
the thing is the reason they do that is because they earn so much money out of them.
Well, exactly. So drama brings views. Views bring gifts, or in Maria's case, a hell of a lot of gifts. And I know that sounds like I'm jealous, but I'm actually not, because I'm happy for people who make lots of money through their own merits, through
That's what I'm saying. Like the guy
work.
who made the guy who made a video about us. What's the difference between Maria and those who sell tat on TikTok? I'm like, because they're selling the product. You're selling the product. I mean, you not like the product. I mean, not want to promote this product, but they're selling the product. And if they sell that product and they get commission, they're physically doing something. They're selling the product. She's not doing that. So it's completely different. I just want to highlight something about Zach Sutton. He says she is wrong and she attacked me when I tried to give her food once because I didn't give her money. Like, what the hell? Does she actually do that? Does she actually attack people if they don't give her money in the streets?
Damn.
Yeah, she does live somewhere. So we just got a load of comments on there. She's been
We're behind.
reported where they stopped. It's what?
It's a police matter now. Well, it is. Because but the thing is, she was when we done that video, the next day, a YouTuber got her on camera when he was doing like a thing in Brighton, and she was asking him for money, and the police were just around the corner. The police do nothing about her, and that's what I can't understand. Why do the police not ever do anything about her?
That's that. But we're gonna accept you guys as well quickly.
Oh,
That's right. Do you want me to jump down?
No, it's fine. Oh bugger! I put the wrong.
Party!
Oh, looks like we are having a party.
oh God, there's so many people.
I'm sorry.
Hey everyone, can you hear me?
Right. So all I will say is that when we talk, if we can just like talk, and we can. So Sugar, you're on at the minute. What would you like? What do you want to say? One at a time, though, please.
Sorry, Annie, it's all about she's your ex.
No, she's certainly not my ex.
Well,
if she's my ex, then I've had a massive upgrade. So yeah, come on, guys. So, Sugar and Spice, you're here now. Obviously, here, and Zach. Have you got anything?
Yeah, she attacked me
Sorry.
because basically I'm from Brighton as well, yeah, and you know near Brighton Station, the train station.
Yeah.
So there's like a little Tesco, yeah. She sits there. I was just walking one day and she was asking for money, and I said, "Look, love, I'm gonna go in the shop and either get you some food because I don't want to give the money because if she was like an addict, I don't want to like feed her addiction or whatever." So yeah, I said I'll go in there, I'll get you a meal deal, and then she was like, "No, I want money." And I said, "Look, I'm not getting you money. I'll get you something in, the Tesco's." And then she barged me, and I was like, "Ooh, you're so rude."
So sorry. So Maria. Sorry. Sorry. So Maria Sully attacked you outside Tesco.
Yeah, she literally barged me all because she couldn't get her own way.
And you offered her what? Sorry, what was it you offered her again?
You know the meal deals in the Tesco? It's literally the Tesco Express. You go outside Brighton Station, you go down like the hill, and then you see like a Tesco Express. She literally sits there, and it happened right there. I can't remember like what the date was, but it was like sometime like last year.
Oh wow. Okay, so you offered her food when she was begging for money, but she didn't want your food. She just wanted your money.
Yeah, pretty much. And I don't do that because my mum's always like brought me up, you know, always to give them food instead of money because that's what they like, you know. Most of them are begs, and one, you know, they use it for drugs, and I don't want to feed that.
No, I completely understand. Completely 100% get that, and it's not right, is it?
Yeah, so I just wanted to come on here and just, you know, let you know she is a wrong one, and yeah.
Did she?
But,
did she tell you that actually that she has somewhere to live?
No, she was homeless from all I knew of.
Oh, okay, so she's actually had somewhere to live, and she has a roof over her head for the last 6 years.
I know, it's actually, I've seen a bit of this and it's made me sick, mate. I don't know, there's one as well in Brighton, there's a few that do it. There's like a guy as well that goes around, he lives like in Bates Estate in an area in Brighton, and he goes out, he's got loads of money, but he goes out, sits near Aldi and it just pretends to be homeless. It's just wrong.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, but thanks for having me on. I just wanted to let you know,
problem.
No, well, thank you thank you for joining us, Zach.
You're welcome. Take care. God bless. Take care.
You too. Thank you. Bye bye.
How do I? Is there any way you can remove me? I'm not really.
Yeah.
I'm bad at doing this. Yeah, thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Your caption says when your ex is stalking you.
Not at the moment. It doesn't.
It
No,
does.
No,
Oh.
your caption of the live, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
which made me think that this was your ex.
Oh no. Trust me, I'm not that desperate.
We
thank
started
you.
the live off about something different, and then it led into this.
So
Yeah,
it all.
I have been watching her. She's a fucking beg.
Yeah, so to be fair, it started off about the fact that my ex is stalking me, and she was actually on here on the beginning of the live, and then it led on to, and then people started,
Funny.
and then trust me, I would
No,
not-
I generally thought, I was just thinking, oh, God. Because
yeah,
I've been
no,
watching your videos. I do follow you.
yeah, yeah, no,
But then when I seen the caption, I thought, oh, my fucking God, it's actually his ex. Sorry.
no, it's fine. Oh no, it's no, trust me, it's not 100% no. There's not enough money. There's not enough money in the world.
Why are you exposing her then? How do you know her?
Right. So basically,
Who? Right.
Silly.
Sully. Oh, well, we were the ones that had done that video that went around where she was outside Tesco and he was shouting, "I want to be a Sully soldier." So
Okay, yeah.
you were in Brighton.
Was that recent then?
Yeah, literally last Monday.
What I don't get is when she's sitting with a bag looking like she's homeless.
Because she tells people she's homeless to get
Well,
money.
I get that. But
Oh, sorry. Bear with me 1 second. Sugar and oh, sorry. Bear with me.
Oh,
Sugar. Oh,
why does it not allow the microphone to turn on?
sorry. I'm trying to literally.
There we go.
Sugar and Spice. Are you there as well? Hello. Sugar and Spice. Are you there? Hello. Sugar and Spice. Are you there? Hello. I don't think. Oh, hello. Can you hear us?
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yes. Yes. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't-
super. Sorry. Listen, I only want to be on really, really brief. And the reason why is because anyone that might be on here wondering who she is and if she's, genuine, well, she's not. And I know that for a fact. We all, us and you hosts know that she's not. And I've rang William Collier House, which is where she lives. And she's been in that hostel, although I think she might have moved hostels at some point. But she's been in a hostel for over 6 years. So she's had a roof over her head for over 6 years. She's not homeless at all. She begs on the streets every day. I know this is a bit repetitive. But I just want to let you all know that where she lives is fully furnished. So they provide a fridge, which she's also received money for from people to buy a fridge. that was already in the room. She received money for another bed because she said that she had bed bugs. Well, and if anyone knows anything about bed bugs, you can't just get rid of them over a period of a day to, it takes weeks for them to go. And so she said that she needed another bed and she bought another bed. Well, that's untrue as well.
They're in a shared property as well.
Yes, there's loads
got a
of
room
rooms.
that they're
Yeah,
saying is
it's
in the room.
huge. It's a huge building with lots of rooms. Her and her partner live in separate rooms so that they can claim separate amounts of money.
Wow.
She does receive, I think she's still on ESA. She might not have gone over to Universal Credit yet. She has in the past said that she doesn't receive any benefits, but then slipped up one night when someone said something about Universal Credit, and she said, no, I'm on the old style, which would be ESA.
Yeah.
And then she further went on to say that she got sanctioned while transitioning onto Universal Credit. So she has repeatedly slipped up and had to admit she's lied. All of the money that she gets from, bear in mind, she's got subs, she's getting gifts, she is getting money paid into her, directly into her account by people that she has manipulated while she's been on TikTok, which is why she says, message me, message me.
Yeah, because if she's doing what Sobriety Jack's doing.
Exactly.
Yeah. Send you PayPal, it's a gift.
She hasn't got PayPal.
Oh no, she hasn't actually. I remember.
She just gives them her bank account.
Yeah, so
details.
that's a gift.
Yeah, but it's not anymore. So if she gets over a certain amount, the benefits will look at that as an income, not a gift.
Yeah, I know, I get that, but this is why Sobriety Jack's doing PayPal now.
Oh, I see.
Because he doesn't now pay tax because it's a gift.
I think they're going to be changing that very soon because they're all cottoning on to all of this.
Yeah, of course they fucking are. Everyone's got their PayPal in their bio.
So anyway, I just wanted to, I can't think, oh, and also just to say that all her toiletries, like, you know, things that ladies need every month, she gets for free. All her toiletries she gets for free. And all meals are provided in a nearby building for free. So she doesn't actually need anything when she's getting at least a minimum of £1,500 in benefits cash a month.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, and they don't have to pay utilities. They don't have to pay electric, gas. They don't even have a service charge because it's all covered by housing benefit.
That's what I was going to say. I'm in a benefit.
Sorry, are you actually kidding me? There's no service charge?
No, I called you. Anyone can ring.
No,
where
you
she's
pay
staying.
it. The benefits pay it.
Were you in her
They
life
told
a couple
me
of
it's
nights ago?
They told me it's all covered by housing benefit.
It is covered by housing
Yeah.
benefits. Mine is.
Were
Yeah.
you in her life a couple of nights ago? She stated many times that she'd paid £40 for
I
her
know.
service charge, £20 because she was in arrears with it, and then
Did-
she paid another £20.
That's
Did
exactly
you not?
what she
Did
said.
you not see when they cashed out the other night? She went off live and then came back on, and her bloke walked out the door because he went and fucking scored
Yeah.
with all
Yeah.
the money.
But she even said last night, somebody, when she was battling, an American guy was asking about, you know, oh, people are telling me you're taking drugs. And she said, no, I'm buying the methadone. So she's not even on a program. Now, any addict, I haven't been an addict before, but any addict will tell you if they've got the choice of buying methadone or heroin, it's not going to be methadone.
You don't need to buy methadone. It comes on a script.
So there's everyone's answer. For anyone that is in any doubt, please don't be anymore, because she is a complete con artist. And I have no issues with addicts, by the way, because that's what she tells everyone. No one likes me because they don't like addicts. It's got nothing to do with that. It's what she's doing. She's manipulating and conning people. And that
What
is
you need
what
to do, if you're local,
I am local, yeah.
she will be going to a medical centre every day and getting a script.
Yes. I used to work at a pharmacy.
And even if she's still dabbling in it, she will be getting her script, and then she will be still dabbling in it.
Well,
If not, she'll be selling her methadone or whatever. But they physically now, because you have to go into the doctors, not that I'm a drug addict,
The pharmacy.
I just know that somebody does it, and they have to go in every day, and they have to stand there physically in front of them and take it.
You was doing that.
Well, I've got to go because I've got a phone call.
Okay, bye.
Can you kick me out? Can you kick me out of the box, please? I got a phone call. Don't know how to get out. But thank you for having me in.
Bye.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Right, so
I want to just say, like, I did work in a pharmacy in Glasgow. Glasgow being one of the worst places for, you know, all that type of stuff. And she would, with the amount that she's on and the fact that she's still using, she would have to go in every day and stand in front of a pharmacist in a room and swallow it in front of them. She would
that
not
actually
be able
reminds
to,
me. 'Cause-
and it would be free. It would be free.
And do you remember the other day, she passed out on live? She was on live and she passed out.
oh, she was
and then
gouging.
she turned around and said that she took 70 milligrams, and then she accidentally,
Mil, yeah,
sorry,
mil.
70 mil, and then accidentally took another 50, I think it was,
Yeah.
by accident. You know, but the thing is they wouldn't allow her to take that home, would they?
The only one that they would allow to take her home, so she'd go in on a Saturday, take the Saturday dose in front of them, and she
And then
might be allowed to take the Sunday dose home if they're not open on the Sunday. However, saying that, how would she know if she got a 70 ml bottle that she's drank 50 of it? And how would she have made that mistake?
She would have known exactly what she was doing.
Exactly, she would have known.
Because, to be fair, like if you're if a pharmacist accidentally gave someone extra, that is what we call a near miss, and that can get you into big trouble.
Oh, very much so, yeah.
It can get the dispensers in trouble. It can get the manager in trouble. It can get the pharmacist in trouble. You've got to state down near misses all the time, and having a near miss is like the worst thing that can happen if you're working in a pharmacy.
Thank you.
Andy.
Thank you for the like.
Oh,
So,
no.
sorry, someone goes, I'm trying to get rid of it. Someone just gave us a gift and
thank you.
Just trying to figure out how to get it off the
But-
screen.
The thing is with her though, it's just like she doesn't tell the truth ever, and that's what I'm saying. Like anything she ever says in the future, you're just not going to be able to believe.
Yeah, you see, she refers to the H as dark and
Oh, God.
the CRACK as light. And she just a few days ago on one of her, I think, videos admitted that she's still doing light every day.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I'm going to go. I've had my little say, but thank you for allowing me to come on. It's been a pleasure, and I follow you guys anyway, so I shall see you around.
Thank you for joining us. It's been enlightening.
Yeah, thank you.
We've
But that information I have provided is straight from where she lives. I have been informed that factually from where she lives.
we've made a small screen recording of some of this conversation, like of what we've done on the live. And if you don't mind, that we might actually post some of
Yeah,
this
I'm
up.
happy. I'm fine with that. She knows my profile.
Just to obviously, make some other people aware of what is actually going on.
Absolutely, because like I said, sorry.
Oh, sorry. No, it's fine.
No, just before I go, just like I said, I've messaged a few people. I'm not rude. I always say what they do is up to them. It's their money and their right to do what they want to do. But I just want to give you an informed choice. And I very politely just let them know what the situation. And one guy, bless his heart, he raises money for a cancer charity, and he had been big gifting her the other night. And he felt really stupid after I told him, like he really beat himself up over it. And I said, don't, because she's that good at manipulating people. And that's what she's done for so many years. She's a pro at it. And he felt awful. He felt so bad, like all that money could have gone towards his own charity. Not his own charity, but the charity he raises money for.
Yeah.
Like people with a good heart and some people who are vulnerable and
Exactly, yeah.
and
But anyway, I'm going to go and I'll leave you to your live. Thank you so much, guys.
You take care.
Yeah, you too. Chuck me off.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Right. So yeah, there we are.
Oh my god, it's not 11 o'clock already.
Yikes! Where did all that time go?
I'm no okay, and she asked for money. Wow. I'm not surprised. Are we gonna go off soon? No.
Yeah, we'll do soon. Unless anyone else has got anything to say. Observer, have you got anything to say? I mean, obviously we'll carry on for a little bit. Yeah, I mean, has anyone else got anything to add to this? Is your battery dying now?
Probably. I don't know where the hell it is.
No idea.
Yeah, it is.
Do you want it on charge?
Yes, please. I will come up another time, yeah. And sorry, I can't drop quick. It's no problem. I'm glad you pointed out, like, I had, like, when your ex is a stalker, I did have the topic as a totally different thing at first. And then it's like, yeah, we've got a picture of Sully, so it does look a bit awkward. People are like, what? That's your ex? No, you wouldn't go that. You wouldn't even go there.
Oh God, no. I mean, I've made some bad decisions in my time, but you know that's not.
Has Vax ever got back?
Oh no, what's going on?
I'm actually so annoyed with Vax. I bought a spot wash on eBay, and I rang them on the phone, you know, like saying, "Oh, is the refurb ones just as good as the new ones? You say it's practically new," and then I got it refurb because they said it was pristine new, and it wasn't. It was just like, it still had water in it, the tube was broken, the spray thing wouldn't work, soaked the bloody sofa, and then I had to send it back, and then, oh my god, it's been a nightmare. It took about 2 weeks for them to try and send another one back out to us, but I've sent the other one back last week.
Yeah, good night to you as well, Sugar and Spice. I hope you have a lovely evening. Yeah, good night. And thank you for joining us. But yeah.
I am probably gonna have to do a little thing with that. I just want me spot wash on frickin' Wednesday.
Well, it should turn up hopefully Wednesday.
I don't understand what they said today. They said, "Oh, you'll only get the tracking number when we send it out on the day." And I'm like, so I'm not gonna get the tracking number until Wednesday? No.
What is it?
Co-host. Back to the union statement for me. So thanks so much, guys. Not a problem, Corey. Check her boyfriend's TikTok out. It really is with. I think that's where you got the wheelchair picture from, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It was his account. But somebody made a great point about a whole wheelchair situation. Maybe she sometimes does need the wheelchair when she's, you know, thingied in the hip or and it went numb. Which would make sense, to be fair. That may be why she uses the wheelchair sometimes. It's probably because she has been back on the rugs. You should get someone in the Oh yeah, Mary. What do you mean? But somebody did make a good point in the whole wheelchair usage. Maybe she does need to use it sometimes because that's when she's been. I think that was like a really good point.
Yeah, I mean it does do damage, obviously. And it can't be any good for her veins, and it can't be any good for anything really. I
don't even know how she's alive.
Well, I don't understand. Like, I'm not being funny, okay? But look at it, all right? Like, the amount of people that usually are on
she's got an immune system of a freaking Goku from Dragon Ball Z.
I don't know. I mean, when I look at her, you wouldn't look at her and go H thingy. You'd look at her and go more like something from The Lion King.
So who's requesting? No, I don't know who JJ.
Right, we'll give him a minute, and then if it goes a little bit weird, then it goes. Hello.
Yo, you know this big thing you got on this photo? Doesn't she look like Hagrid, bruv?
To be fair,
Yeah, I actually said that. If Hagrid had a shave, like
yeah, she
beard off.
looks like Hagrid. That's just basically had like been to a Turkish barber's. Yeah.
She looks proper like she's a proper beggar, bruv. Like,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm on the Facebook. Yeah, I'm on the Facebook on like the area that she lives in, bruv. Apparently, she's like a next nitty, bruv.
Yeah, she's just horrid.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's a stud, bruv. But like, you know, you got, you know what I'm saying? Because she sells herself in her estate, you know.
What?
Yeah, literally on the Facebook thing. Yeah, she sells herself. Yeah, and then I know she's got a bad smoking habit, so she's just round the area, just picking up fags, bruv, and smoking them.
Oh yeah, she does that. So what she does is basically she picks up dog ends, and she uses her own dog ends to actually then turn around and make cigarettes out of them.
That's just a lie.
Oh, I'm not even lying. I've seen stuff like that.
No, she does it. So, she even said it on live the other day that she turns around and uses her own fag buds to make cigarettes out of. She uses them to make rollies out of.
That's just minging.
It's disgusting, isn't it?
She's a real hustler. She's like one of those people that goes outside pubs, bruv, and like empties the ashtray in her bag and runs away, bruv. You know what I'm saying?
But this is the thing, like, she has all the facilities to like wash her hair and everything, right? But she deliberately chooses not to do it because to make people think she's homeless, though. But it's like,
I try to think what the fish market's like.
oh my god, oh no.
No, there's a fish market in Shoreham, which is by Sussex. What's it called? The place where we got the meat from, Sussex Meats or something. It was Owl Pass Market. Yeah, there's a fish market there, and I bet she goes there.
I don't know. I bet it smells worse. The whole Jeremy Kyle thing where it was like she apparently took that Neville on Jeremy Kyle to say that he cheated, and then the lie detector came out to find that she cheated, and she was like, "Yeah, I've cheated on you with like 10 other people." And it's like, how?
Wait, she was on Jeremy Kyle?
Yeah, watch our videos.
It's on our profile. We got the clip. We managed to get a clip of it.
Look, we're gonna follow you, all right? Because I like your vibe, and just have a look at our videos.
It's requested. It's fine.
Have a look at our videos, and there's one of her that we've got a clip of her when she was on Jeremy Kyle.
Well, Jeremy Kyle was actually hilarious, to be fair.
Yeah.
She was like, I've got back problems. And he was like, if you've got back problems, why on your back so much?
What? She just cheating with Bear, like just cheating?
Yeah.
Yeah, with 10 other men.
I mean, her mouth. I mean, she's got a big face. She's got a big mouth, so like she's probably fit a fair few in there anyway. So like,
that's disgusting. Wait there, I've actually got.
oh,
There, here we go. Look.
Oh, no, that's not the picture.
No, that's the one of their. There was the
you
little
can't
thing
see
from
it.
the mirror, but it's got Jeremy Kyle delivered ultimate put down of a guest who cheated on her husband, basically with
there
like.
was a Mirror article. Just type in like Maria and Neville, Jeremy Kyle, and you'll find it. We can't find the full episode though.
This is the picture. This is a screenshot from Jeremy Kyle show that she was on.
what?
Look at that! What a stunner!
The issue is when you do this.
I think
to
Charlotte's
look like-
feeling jealous because she thinks that I might like her.
This issue when you do this type of stuff look like bullying instead of WAF, warning people. To be fair, we didn't start off warning people. We just randomly done that video. It got traction, and then obviously people came to us saying, "Oh, we've gave her money. This has happened. She's done this and she's done that." We didn't know the full extent of everything about it.
But I enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, I know she begs Bear, but like, the thing I don't get is, yeah,
You know, you think about like so many people that's actually just homeless, bro, actually homeless, and she just gets on the street, gets her money, bro, goes back to her flat, bro. Do her council and stuff. Like, I'm not aware of this, bro, because you know what I'm saying. Like, it's fucking tapped, bro.
Yeah, no, people. To be fair, people. What I don't understand, the council do know the house, the place that she lives in, which people have said on multiple occasions. They all know about it because multiple people have rung up and like told them about her. And it turns out that her and her partner both have separate rooms in that place, so they both claim benefits from each different room. And it's awful. I mean, I've got about 5-minute video which I'm going to post up of somebody who literally has done deep diving, got into everything, and they'll tell you the ins and outs of everything, which I will post up very shortly. It was a screen recording from this live, and it is mental. Like the things that she's done, you know, it's crazy. I mean, we know of people where she's turned around and, you know, grabbed them on the street and they've said, "Oh no, I haven't got any change," and she's gone and literally dragged them to a cash machine.
Well, she hasn't physically dragged them.
Well, you know what I mean. Like,
she's basically coerced them.
Frog marched them to a cash machine to go and get them some money.
And these people are vulnerable, going, "Sorry, like, you know, I haven't got any change." And she's like, "Are you able to go to like ATM and withdraw cash?" And then people have felt sorry for her, going, "Oh yeah, okay, you know what? I'll go to the ATM," but just followed them to the ATM. You know?
Yeah, she probably came in like Pip and Universal Credit, and she like fucking.
Oh, she's on employment and support.
Yeah, but she probably spends it on like bare packet, bro, and then like the next day she's like on a come down. She's like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna have to go outside, bro, on the street." Like,
to be fair, I mean, from what I
it must be expensive. Like,
from what I can get from that is actually, yes, that is true. She does. To be fair.
Packet's expensive.
I don't know. I've never had it.
And there's probably, if she's spending like a whole like money that's lasting her a month, like by the looks of things, like she gets paid like one night. Yeah, I've seen her one night, but I think she was like going about how she got paid. Like the next day, she was out of money. Like, you know,
I mean,
it's fucking weird. Like it could like the day she gets paid doesn't go live.
I mean, she's not going to starve, is she?
Yeah, she tried that on me and followed him down
Yeah,
the street and he played after F off. What? I mean, even when you were doing what you were doing, when you were recording her, she was still trying to pull people when you were saying something to her and recording her. She literally looked at you like, "Oh my god, I'm being recorded," but then she was still trying to pull people aside, and obviously people had heard Richard and were like, "What on earth is going on? What's he doing?"
She's got no shame, has she?
When she's not in here, she's, you know, she's got money. Exactly.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go now. But nice chatting to you. I accept your follow request.
Yeah, no problem. Nice chatting to
In a
you.
bit.
There we go. People bang on 200. I don't know how people do it. I'm recovering homeless. Would never have behaved that way. That's it, Laura. Like, not all would behave this way. She is one particular type. She's literally one particular type, and she's not the good type. I mean, I used to work in a pharmacy in Glasgow. Like, literally one of the worst places for that type of thing. And you get to see the difference. There's people who want to help themselves. There's people who are just slightly unfortunate. And then there's people who never want to change. They think the whole world owes them everything. Everybody else is at fault for their own problems. They never take responsibility. You do get different types.
Sounds like somebody who's got skits.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Think she earned 346 so far this week on Yikes.
It's crazy, right? I mean, how can she get away with all of this? How can people, even when she does come on live, how can people actually fall for it?
You never rob your own, but that doesn't apply at all. I think, as Richard said earlier on a video in response to someone, she will go the lowest of the low as she can to get what she wants. And I will correct myself. Like, I thought, the boyfriend she's with at the moment, I think he's financially abused now, and I feel kind of sorry for her because it seems like she does all the work and then he gets some of the money. But however, the more I've looked into things, is that I did get corrected, she wears the trousers. If you look at every man she has been with as well, some of them have ended up in really bad situations where they're no longer here today. And she's the one still standing, and then she goes to the next one, then she goes to the next one. It's like, she literally has... there's some minority of people out there who say that me and Richard have no empathy, what you've done to her is really horrible, it's bullying, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, hang on, this is a woman who's bullied people in a hostel. She's literally followed people in the street now, what with her, took them to ATMs, preyed on vulnerable people, grabbed them by their legs to give them a quid. You know what I mean? This woman's not a nice person. She demands people gift and expects it. Is she paying tax on the money she's...
Obviously
No,
not.
she doesn't. No. But it's like, we're supposed to have empathy for a bad person. What empathy does she have for gifters? For the people who give her money? And even for her own multiple partners? Where is her empathy for others? She has none. She just pretends to be like this kind-hearted person, in my opinion, just to get gifts online. Deep down, she's not a very nice person at all. It's just effing rude. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you for the heart, Laura.
I ask her all the time why she expects others hard, but obviously end up blocked. I first got blocked by her because she was saying that she hadn't eaten in 2 weeks. This was like back in...
Clearly not.
This was like back in November or something, November, December, around about that time. And I said, I felt sorry for her. I was like, yeah, she's just maybe, I don't know who it is.
Let me just test it.
Oh,
Hello.
they're underage. No.
How old are you?
18.
What's your date of birth?
It's the 10th of the 3rd, 2000 and...
Hesitation. Nope. Hesitation. But the thing is with like Sully, what was I saying before
Back
you
in November.
Yeah, so back in
She blocked
November
you.
she blocked me because she was
Gaggy nose.
because she was saying she was hungry, and I said, "Oh, you can go to food bank.
She's
There's
not
many
gonna
that
starve,
there's many
is
that
she?
don't need a referral. There's lots of churches giving food away." I got blocked for that. That's what I first. Did she steal your spot at Tesco's? Why would we be outside Tesco's when we were in a car, in traffic, from work?
The thing is, right? Why would I want to beg? I wouldn't want to beg.
And FYI, anyone who gifts us, we just redistribute the gifts back out to people who actually deserve it on TikTok.
Yeah, real ones. So thank you for the heart, Shazzy. And yeah, when somebody does gift like you do, as Charlotte said, she just what she does, right, a lot of the time is she'll just sit there on TikTok and then she'll see some Down syndromes, and then she'll just turn around singing, and she'll just turn around and gift it to them.
Yeah, I haven't seen them on live for a while. That's what I'm saying. Like, the gifts I have been given the past few days, to be fair, we haven't given them back out as of yet, because to be fair, I haven't been on live as much watching anybody else's lives.
But you can see, if you look us up on TikTok Leap, we don't earn any money.
I mean, we don't. We have no problem with even showing what is there.
We don't need to. People can look it up on TikTok Leap. They
Fair
can
enough.
literally type our name into TikTok Leap, and they will see we earn no money.
Thank you.
and thank you for those gifts. But they can see that we earn no money out of it, and then any gifts that do get sent to us, Charlotte ends up watching people on TikTok, and like as I said, the Down syndromes and things like that. She feels sorry for them, and she thinks, oh, they look
Well,
really
to be
cute.
fair, that Down syndrome guy who sings, when I've gifted him, it seems like when he looks at the screen, it seems to make his day, and I'm like, you know what? That's the type of people who deserve gifts,
Thank you for thank you for that gift as well.
Or people who are like, for people who are like, they've got something going on and they genuinely need it, and they've got proof and
No,
backup.
it's only the only reason I say that is because people are obviously giving us some gifts on here, and obviously there is like a thing there at the top, but I don't want people to think that we're on here for gifts, because we're not. That's why we've never even mentioned it, because we're not in it for that. We don't really care. If people want to give us gifts, then they're more than welcome to do so. However, that's not what we're here for. What we're actually here for is just to expose the truth and, be real.
Or even some, like, what we started the live off just talking about topics. What topics?
Well, we're sitting there stalking me. Oh, do you know what? I might
Sully's
put it...
not his ex.
No, 100% not.
Why is that back up?
I don't even know where. Those. Oh, you just made me click a picture. Bang. And that one, so I just put that one back on.
Oh.
But yeah, that's the whole reason we actually came here in the first place. The whole reason we actually came here in the first place was literally just, as you can see from the title, it was to talk about my ex that's stalking me, and obviously, Charlotte's got her stalker with her ex. Yeah, that's it, Martin. We don't really care about gifts, but as I said, if anyone wants to give us them, then they're more than welcome to do so, but that's not what we're here for. Why haven't they, to be fair, the reason, it's because they earn too much money out of it, that's why. They're not going to do that, are they? Because the more money that people give her, the more money that they're going to earn. So that's why they're not going to do it. She earned £346 in the last 7 days. Did you hear that? Obviously not. Nange? No, she's not homeless. She's got a roof over her head for the last 6 years. And I'm going to post a video up when we come off this live, which will show all of that.
Oh my god, I made an excellent job of this.
Oh, go on then, give me a bit.
Yeah, you go.
Apparently she earned £346 last week.
Sorry, I just made like some Jamaican jerk pulled pork in a slow cooker. I'm just gonna end up using that slow cooker a lot now, especially with the beef joint and stuff. Slow cooked beef joint and red wine and gravy. That'd be nice. How do you say what they've earned? Tick Leapers or something.
TikTok Leap.
TikTok Leap or something, yeah. I don't earn that a week and I work, yeah, it's crazy. She's not homeless though. She's always sat there, yeah, but she's not homeless. She's... Oh, have you already answered all these? Mm-hmm. Girl, make some oxtail in the slow cooker. Ooh. Oh, I might have to do that because honestly, I'm a massive meat eater. All I eat is like meat and organs or anything else. I'm not bothered about. Is that nice? Do you like it?
Yeah, my organs.
I think we're coming off now.
I don't know. It's still a little bit like.
I wonder if Dragonesses ever came back.
Doubt it.
Was that
It's
nice?
all gone.
I'm gonna get some more.